Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into the mysterious and mind-blowing world of the Montauk Project. Buckle up, because these facts are going to blow your mind. We're talking government conspiracies, time travel, mind control, aliens, it's a lot. I first stumbled across this 10 years ago, and it still freaks me out. I can't even imagine what it would be like to be a part of these experiments, you know? So get ready to go down the rabbit hole with me as we explore the top 10 most shocking facts about the Montauk Project. Don't forget to grab your tinfoil hats, you guys, because things are about to get weird. Okay, so before we jump into Montauk, we have to talk about the Philadelphia experiment. It's like the OG government conspiracy. Picture this, 1943, the middle of World War II, the U.S. Navy is doing these top-secret experiments in Philadelphia with this ship, the USS Eldridge. They wanted to make the ship invisible to radar, right? But things got crazy, really crazy. We're talking lights flashing, the ship disappearing into thin air, reappearing miles away. Some people even said it traveled through time. And this is where Montauk comes in. See, the story goes that the Montauk Project was basically a continuation of the Philadelphia experiment, picking up where things left off. They wanted to take those crazy experiments even further. Some people even say that the technology used in the Philadelphia experiment, like this thing called the Philadelphia device, was moved to Montauk to be used in these new experiments. So basically, we're already starting off with time travel and teleportation, and it's only going to get wilder from here. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, time travel. I mean, who hasn't thought about going back in time and changing something, right? Well, the Montauk Project takes those fantasies to a whole other level. They weren't just messing around with moving a ship a few seconds into the future. According to some accounts, they were trying to open up portals to different times, like actual wormholes. Can you imagine? Some of the stories even say that they sent people through these portals. There are these crazy stories about people being sent to the future, to the past, even to other dimensions. I mean, it's insane. One of the most well-known stories involves a man named Al Bielek. He claims he was a part of the Montauk Project and that he was sent back in time to Mars. Like what? It's hard to know what to believe, right? But the idea that the government was experimenting with time travel is just mind-blowing. Okay, this is where things get really dark and disturbing. Because if the time travel stuff wasn't enough, the Montauk Project is also known for its alleged mind control experiments. I'm talking MK Ultra level stuff, you guys. They say that they were testing all sorts of techniques to control people's minds. Drugs, hypnosis, even these crazy electromagnetic frequencies. It's straight out of a horror movie, I swear. There are stories about them kidnapping people off the streets and bringing them to Montauk to use as test subjects. These poor people were subjected to all kinds of horrific experiments, all in the name of seeing how far they could push the human mind. And the worst part? Some people say that these mind control techniques were successful, that they were able to create super soldiers and psychic spies. It's terrifying to think about. It makes you wonder, what if some of the stuff we see in movies isn't that far off from reality? It's really scary to think about. Chapter 4. The Montauk Chair, a portal to another dimension. So, in the world of the Montauk Project, there are a lot of strange and mysterious objects, but none are quite as creepy as the Montauk Chair. Seriously, this thing gives me the chills. Imagine this metal chair covered in wires and electrodes hooked up to all this weird technology. It looks like something out of a Frankenstein movie. But this chair was designed for one purpose, to amplify psychic abilities. They would strap people into this chair often against their will and then bombard them with energy, trying to unlock their psychic potential. Some people say the chair worked, like they were actually able to tap into people's minds and amplify their powers. There are even stories about the chair being used to open portals to other dimensions. Imagine being strapped into this chair and suddenly you're staring into another reality. It's terrifying, but also kind of amazing. The Montauk Chair is like a symbol of how far the Montauk Project was willing to go. They were playing with forces they didn't understand, and the results could have been devastating. Chapter 5. Aliens Among Us. Okay, so we've talked about time travel, mind control, and psychic chairs. You think it can't get any weirder, right? Wrong. Enter aliens. See, some people believe that the Montauk Project wasn't just a government project. They think that extraterrestrials were involved. I know, it sounds crazy. But hear me out. There are stories about alien technology being used in the experiments, like advanced weapons and communication devices. Some even say that aliens themselves were present at the Montauk base, working alongside the scientists. And it gets even wilder. There are theories that the government made some kind of deal with these aliens, like they exchanged alien technology for the right to experiment on humans. I mean, it's like something straight out of the X-Files. It's hard to know what to believe, but the idea that aliens might have been involved in this whole thing is just too crazy to ignore. Chapter 6. Preston Nichols, the Whistleblower. Alright, so far we've been talking about all these crazy theories and rumors, but where does all this information even come from? Well, a lot of it can be traced back to one man, Preston Nichols. Preston claimed that he was a scientist who worked on the Montauk project. He wrote a series of books about his experiences, and let me tell you, they are wild. He talks about everything from time travel to mind control to alien encounters. He even claims that he recovered repressed memories of being used as a test subject himself. Now, a lot of people are skeptical of Preston's claims. They say he made it all up for attention. But there are others who believe him, who think he's telling the truth about what really went down at Montauk. Whether you believe him or not, there's no denying that Preston Nichols played a huge role in bringing the Montauk project to the public's attention. He's like the ultimate conspiracy theory whistleblower. This chapter is one of the saddest and most disturbing parts of the Montauk project story, because it involves children. Yeah, you heard me right. Children. See, there are these stories about a group of boys known as the Montauk Boys who were abducted and brought to the Montauk base. These boys were said to have special psychic abilities, and the scientists saw them as the perfect test subjects. They were subjected to the same horrific experiments as the adults, if not worse. They were drugged, hypnotized, and forced to use their powers in ways that no child ever should. Some of these boys, they say, didn't survive the experiments. Others came out of it with severe psychological trauma. The stories they tell are heartbreaking. It's a reminder that the Montauk project wasn't just some abstract government conspiracy, it had real victims, and the fact that children were involved makes it even more disturbing. Okay, I bet you didn't expect to be talking about Stranger Things in a video about government conspiracies. But the truth is, the Montauk project might have been a major inspiration for the show. And once you see the connections, it's kind of mind-blowing. Think about it. Stranger Things is set in a small town where secret government experiments are taking place. Sound familiar? And like the Montauk project, Stranger Things features psychic children, alternate dimensions, and even monsters. The Duffer Brothers, the creators of Stranger Things, have admitted that they were inspired by conspiracy theories like the Montauk project. They even named the government lab in the show Hawkins National Laboratory, which is a nod to the real-life Brookhaven National Laboratory, which is located near Montauk. So, the next time you watch Stranger Things, remember that some of those crazy plot points might be based on real-life events or at least real-life conspiracy theories. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Montauk project is the rumors about secret tunnels beneath the Montauk Air Force Station. Like, what were they hiding down there? These tunnels were supposedly used to transport equipment and personnel, and maybe even test subjects without anyone knowing. Some people even say that the tunnels connected the Montauk base to other secret facilities in the area. There are all sorts of stories about what went on in those tunnels. Secret experiments, alien encounters, you name it. It's like a whole other layer of mystery to this already bizarre story. Unfortunately, the government denies that these tunnels even exist, but that hasn't stopped people from exploring the area, searching for any evidence of their existence. I mean, wouldn't you want to know if there were secret underground tunnels right beneath your feet? So what does the government have to say about all this? Well, they deny everything. They say the Montauk project never happened, that it's all just a bunch of crazy conspiracy theories. They claim that the Montauk Air Force Station was just a regular radar station, nothing to see here. But does that really explain all the strange occurrences, the eyewitness accounts, the rumors that have been circulating for decades? For a lot of people, the government's denials only make the Montauk project even more suspicious. It's like, why are they trying so hard to cover it up if there's nothing to hide? The truth is, we may never know the full story of what really happened at Montauk, but one thing's for sure, the rumors, the mysteries, and the sheer strangeness of it all will continue to fascinate us for years to come. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mind-blowing content. Let us know in the comments which fact blew your mind the most. I swear, researching this stuff always freaks me out. Like, what if it's all true? What if the government really is doing these crazy experiments? It makes you question everything, you know? Anyway, stay curious, stay skeptical, and maybe keep a tinfoil hat handy just in case. See you in the next video.